did in your exit meetings kind of after last season, what did the coaches say, you need to do to sort of compete for a spot, starting spot? What did they want to see from you?
I don't think he really told me to compete. I think he was just telling me to, just try to grow and become the best back I can going into this next season. Nothing's really given, it's earned. And so he just told me to go out there and become the best running back I can be. So I've just been working on my skills.
We'll go Seth and Matt.
Yeah, where have you been? What have you been working on improving so far this spring?
So far, I've been working on my speed, my leadership as well. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be one of those guys around the team that just brings everybody together, lifts the spirit up, gets everybody going, bring that juice. Speed, strength as well. I feel like strength is one of the areas I feel like I wanted to work on as well. So getting my diet right, making sure I take care of my body. Your body's one of the most important things, being an athlete, and so I feel like if I take care of my body, everything else will follow through as well.
Go Matt and the Pete.
Khobie, 2 years ago, you had Justice as a teammate. Yeah. Now you got him as a coach. I know he helped you there last year. Just how much that transition? How much has he helped you as a player? Being a teammate, and now that he's working with you and coaching you every day.
Even him being a player, he was a great leader to me and a great mentor. And so him becoming a coach, I feel like was probably one of the greatest blessings the guy has given me. I feel like he has just helped me shape into a better running back, a better man as well. It definitely helps me and encourages me to follow the Lord. He's a very firm believer in Jesus Christ, and so I feel like that's one of the things I can learn from him as well. Just following the Lord. But him just being a mentor in the running back room is it's been a blessing for sure. I feel like he makes sure I'm growing into the man I want to be. He helps me with my leadership skills. He helps me off the field as well. Just any problems, he lets me talk to him, and so I feel like it's been a great addition to the room.
Go Pete and Sam.
Yeah, Khobie, IU has thrived with a running back rotation,
yeah.
And I'm sure that's going to happen again.
Yeah.
How does that help you in terms of keeping fresh and maybe extra motivated to make the most of your time?
I think that's really well I think it's really good for the running backs because it gives us time to kind of, like you said, refresh our legs and come up off of our dead legs, from running. But it also helps us just to go and encourage our other teammates to go out there and work hard as well. Last year with Roman and KB rotating and everything, it was never bad blood between everybody. It was really just, all right, bro, it's your turn now, step up, let's do it. We try to win, we try to be great. And so if we need multiple running backs to do that, then that's what we need. So.
Go Sam and Eli.
With Josh Hoover coming into the room on offense, has he taken a leadership role as a new guy, and what are some of the differences between him and some of the leaders from last year?
Okay, that's a really good question. I feel like Josh, he's so far as he's came in, he's really adapted to just the culture that IU has. He definitely helps shape brotherhood within the locker room. I feel like he's a great guy, great leader, just in general. And that's just off the field, not even on the field. Obviously on the field, y'all seen the tape. He's a great dude, great quarterback. He can really throw the rock. So I just feel like Josh, he's been a good leader for us so far.
We'll go Eli then Lou.
Hey, Khobie, right here to your left. Obviously, it was like last year you were kind of like the closer in a sense in a lot of those games. And how are you embracing just the moment that you have right now to be obviously the rotation that you guys will have, but being like the potential bell cow running back here?
Man, I just feel like first off, I want to say thank you to the coaches because they definitely believed in me to keep me here for a year to make sure that I've been just growing into the best running back that I can be. Obviously because I want to go to the league, and so for that to be one of the dreams of mine, I mean, Coach Miller's done a great job so far with me. As you could tell, my progression from last year to, I don't know if you've seen it so far in spring ball practice, I feel like I've improved so far. So I feel like last year I stepped up this year, and so that's really it so far.
We'll go Lou then Mike S.
Over this way. On those same lines, I mean, you just came off a period of such an exciting high, winning the national title, and then you're quickly back on the field like you were now.
Immediately.
Does it feel fast? And also, do you have any thoughts in your mind like, now it's my turn?
Yes, sir.
A little bit.
Yes, sir. Like I was saying, I definitely feel like this year my coaches, they wanted me to step up, and even for myself too, I wanted to step up and become a better leader. And so I think that this is the year that I go out there and I show everybody what I really can do. And so I'm very grateful that the coaches have been giving me the opportunity to be in the rotation, obviously, and just do what I could do.
We'll go Mike S. and Zach.
Khobie, you were a Miami, Ohio commit.
Yes,
got that late offer from Coach Allen. 2.5 years later, you got a chance to start for like a national championship caliber team. Do you ever reflect on how this has all come together?
Man, my family, we talk about this all the time. Like, what a blessing God has given us to just be able to be in that position, because committed to Coach Allen, I didn't really know what was gonna happen. You know, them coming off a losing season. You know, head coaches, especially nowadays, coaches they switch up a little bit. And so when we heard Coach Sig was coming in, it was just like, okay, this is a dude who we know will help us and lead us to become a winning team. Obviously, you know, we just won a national championship, and so I think it was a great decision to stay with IU.
We'll go Zach, then Jared.
Kind of off of that, do you remember your first conversation or interaction with Coach Sig when he got here?
Yeah, I do. I don't even think it was when he got here. I think when he had came up to my school after Allen had became the new left and went to Penn State. I think that Coach Sig, he had brought the defensive line coach with him, and he was just looking at me up and down. He was just evaluating me, you know. So I already knew from then on it was serious with him. And so, yeah.
We'll go Jared, then close to Josh.
Similar question there. Being an in-state kid, just like, what do you remember of this program growing up? And then did you ever believe it could turn into what it is now?
Man, thinking about Indiana growing up, I think everybody would think it's a basketball school, you know. I'm gonna be real. Growing up, I was a basketball player. I used to play basketball all the time. So anytime anybody said anything about the Hoosiers, I'm thinking they talking about basketball. And so once they had that nice playoff run, when was it, like 21, something like that? Whenever had that nice playoff run, it was like, wow, the school can actually do something. And so Coach Sid came in, and obviously we did something. So.
All right, last one, Josh.
You talked about how you're a little bit different now in spring ball. Is there any benchmark that you're trying to set as spring ball wraps up?
I don't really think it's a benchmark I'm trying to set. I'm just trying to become as good as I can be, you know. So that's what it is.
Thanks, Khobie.
Thanks, Khobie.
Thanks, Khobie.
Thank y'all.